Welcome back to Love and Junk. I'm Laura.
I'm John.
And today we're going to talk to you about how did we finish 2019 in YouTube. Our first year in YouTube.
First year in YouTube. Year in review.
Year in review. However, it's not our first official calendar year. We are about 9 months old at this point.
Yeah, I think we started in like March of 2019. Around there.
Yeah, so we're about 9 months old.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you how it went the first full year, but for now, what did we think? What did we learn? Whatever from 2019. Yeah. So I guess the first thing we'll talk about is how did we start? Why did we start? We were starting a reselling business, and so we were watching a lot of content. YouTube and reselling and starting that business all kind of started at the same time.
Right.
We also started print on demand at the same time. We started looking to move around the same time and thinking about it and dreaming about it and planning about it. So we just knew we were up for some big changes. So we were watching a lot of YouTube about reselling and about print on demand businesses, and it just kind of came naturally, like we could do that.
Right. You know, part of it was like to document what we were doing, and like I think that we started out thinking that we were going to do a lot more like reseller content.
Right, and we haven't really done anything reseller related. I think we've done one garage sale haul. Some of that was for reselling, some of it was for us. We might in the future do a little bit more reselling, but on our banner on our channel it says fun, food, travel, life.
Yeah.
And I think that's more us. We do resell. That's our side business.
Right.
But there's a lot of people that have channels like that do it well. And so we wanted YouTube to be more about the fun part of life instead of the work part of life. Not that business can't be fun, but that's...
Yeah. And I think that, you know, through our learning curve that we started out in, like, it was Easter time, and we decided that we're going to do a lot of, like, Easter candy reviews, like, different things. And I think that's kind of how we got into doing those type of reviews.
Yeah, because it was Easter time, and we were like, oh, well, we could do all the different weird, crazy flavors of Peeps, or the weird jelly beans, or all of that stuff. And it kind of stuck, and people like it. We do a lot of international foods, and I guess the segues right into what's on our channel. So currently today we have 118 videos since March. That seems like a lot.
Yeah. We
started off really hit or miss. If we had time, we'd do it. We've moved twice in that time. During that time, we didn't do a lot of videos. But we've really upped our game. If you're subscribed, then you know we've been probably 4 or 5 times a week solid from Halloween time, fall, Halloween, through Thanksgiving and into Christmas.
Right.
We've probably been 4 or 5 times a week. So that's kind of what we're doing, and mostly food. Of those 118 videos, I guess I can pull this closer so I can see, 92 videos were food videos.
Right.
Mukbangs, food reviews, some cooking.
Some cooking, yeah.
Mostly a lot of like trying new products.
Right.
What's new at Taco Bell? What's this new soda flavor, new chip flavor? We do snack crate reviews, so international foods from Australia, Germany, whatever.
Yeah, we sure did.
So,
and you know, we plan to do more travel, and we did record some travel stuff that we just haven't been able to put up yet because of the editing constraints that we've had. So we still hope to get that up.
Right. Yeah. We'll talk about our struggles here in a minute.
Right.
So what we have on our channel, we have a few, in addition to food, we have a few little house tours that we've done. We have a couple hauls, and we've done some tags.
Right.
And we like doing tags, and we like doing the food reviews. We, like John was saying, we would like to do more travel. And we've done some traveling, but just technology, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that goes into our equipment. If you're a YouTuber, maybe you're ahead of us, maybe you're behind us as far as, how long we've been at this.
Yeah.
but I like to hear what other people use. We are currently, and we're going to be real with you about what we're going to share and what we're not. What we tell you is going to be the truth, and what we want to keep private, we're going to tell you we want to keep private.
Right.
So for equipment, we are still using our phones.
Yeah, we're pretty simple, and that seems to be working pretty good for us. I have a tripod. We've got my phone.
We have a mini tripod too that we can put on a table if we're at a restaurant or something.
Yeah, or cooking or whatever
Right.
we want to use it for.
Right.
I got like a corded mic. It's a dual mic, and it's supposed to be for lapel. But I found that if we're wearing that, it really comes off as too loud.
And there's ruffling. You know, we're
Yeah.
both hands talker people, and you
Yeah.
can tell when we wear it.
Right. And
So it's always clipped on this little runner or somewhere near us.
yeah, like we've always got some sort of table mat or something. What do you call these things?
Placemat.
Placemats. It's either clipped somewhere. It's a dual. It goes into one, plugs into the phone.
Do you remember how much it was?
Like $8 on Amazon.
So, and then we do have a couple of umbrella lights that we use that
Right.
we've had ever since. We got those really early. I feel like lighting is important. Sometimes when you watch our videos, it goes lighter to darker, and some of that could be that we're using a phone, some of it could be weather, some of it could be lighting. I don't know, but we do have 2 lights there and there, you know, in the same room generally when we're filming.
Right. And originally we got those lights for our reseller business because we hang clothes up to take pictures of it, so we can put them online. But
We still use them for that.
yeah, but they work a dual purpose, and they translated very well to our YouTube.
And they were not expensive lights either. They were...
No, I want to say for the 2 of them, it was maybe like $25-$30. I can't.
Right.
I
My
think
guess
it
was
about
30.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did have the tripod that I'm using was a ring light as well. But when we moved, so far we have not found the plug for the ring light, so we can't use it lit up. So it just works better just as a tripod right now.
Mm-hmm. And that's all we have,
That's
equipment
it.
wise. We, well, I guess we'll talk next about John did really have high hopes for this 360 camera that we purchased, and the camera works great.
Yeah, the camera works great.
And that would, sorry, I just want to say that was for travel. That was so that we could add in more traveling and behind the scenes stuff. When you look at it, you can move it around and see everything that we're doing.
Right, and I also thought like for cooking, because a lot of times like when we're explaining something, you have to have a couple different cameras and edit it together and stuff. But if I have the 360 camera, like if I'm explaining something or Laura's explaining something or we're pointing to something, you can move the camera or you can move the screen around to see like where we're pointing at, or
You
like,
can look at what you want to look at.
yeah, I get a better view of like the food that we're cooking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there are so many different editing problems with that so far. One, our computer is not powerful enough to edit the 360 whatever files, and I got a couple editing programs that we played around with just a little bit. Mostly just use it to kind of trim and add things, and we can add some music and stuff, but we haven't done so much with that. But the main purpose of getting the programs was to edit the 360 so that we could put up our travel videos. But it's been such a pain so far with that. I do have a couple that I was able to upload with my phone that we can put up so you guys can see them. They were kind of like test things, or there was one I think of me like putting stuff away in the fall outside.
Mm-hmm. There's one where we did, if you saw the video where we asked little kids Christmas questions, they were over here and we did a Halloween scary dinner with them. That's up, but it's uploaded, but it's not public yet.
Right.
So we're working on it, right? It's a step in process. I mean, you know, it's a process. Step by step, we have to learn each thing. We've learned a little bit more about how YouTube works, and it's a lot to learn, right? How to do thumbnails, how to actually film, the lighting, the music, all of it. And on our list very soon will be a new computer. that can handle some of these bigger files.
Right.
But so far so good with what we have. Very little equipment, very little expense to get started.
So I mean, so far we haven't had to use anything fancy.
Right. So look for lost footage as we are now getting better at this stuff, and as we do add some new editing equipment and whatever, so that we can go back and still show those videos. We have some things from New Orleans and some other places that we've traveled. We went to an outdoor concert here locally, and that was fun. We did some footage there and a couple of things, and we'll share those. It'll be lost footage. It'll be, from several months ago, but you can still check it out.
Yeah.
So now next is how our process works. We wanted to tell you. We don't know how you guys do it, but we each have a role in our YouTube, I don't know, what would you call it? In our YouTube world. Pretty much.
Right. I don't know what we call it.
We each have a role. And
the channel.
Right. I would say that we sit down and have what we call a meeting pretty much once a week, more if we need to. We talk about what videos need to go up and what we need to film for the week.
Right.
Pretty much when you see us, if you see a video of us, pretty much it was filmed on the weekend. Every once in a while, we'll do another one midweek, but pretty much we sit down on the weekend and film 2, 3, 4, 5, it depends on what the videos are and how long they take.
Right.
And then sometimes we're just switching shirts. Sometimes we don't even mess with that.
Yeah.
And then we figure out what order they should go in and when we want to put them up.
Right.
As far as it goes, John usually sets up the equipment and I set up the stuff.
Right.
Somewhat,
yeah.
I run our Instagram, make sure that we post things over there. And we'll get into more of that later.
Yeah, Laura's more of like planning, ideas, stuff like that.
Keeping us on schedule.
Keeping track of things, and she does a lot of the like behind the scenes
thumbnails and hashtags.
But also like keeping a list of our videos that we plan and a list that we've uploaded and like our stats on things.
And how I keep track of that is I have a notebook that I just write down all of our ideas. Anytime we have an idea, I just write it down. It doesn't mean it's not etched in stone, right? We just jot down an idea. And then I have a dry erase board in our office, and from the ideas, the ones that we decide we're actually going to do this month, we could have, in my notebook, we could have 80 million ideas, but the ones that need to go up in January go up on the calendar. And then once they've been filmed, a check mark goes next to them, and then we start plugging them into where in the month we're going to put them out, and we write them on the calendar. Yeah. That's how we keep track of that. As far as the film or the videos themselves goes, John does the editing and uploads them.
And so far what we're doing doesn't require a whole lot of editing.
But you trim them and whatever. Yeah. And then I do thumbnail, hashtags, sharing wherever we're going to share it.
Yeah.
And making sure that it goes up. Pretty much that's how we run.
Yep.
What else do we want to talk about? So where do we share, and with whom do we share this with? That's a thing, right? I mean, I don't know how your world is, but how our world is you have some people that think it's really awesome and fun and good for you, and most of those people are strangers, right?
Right.
Some of our family know. We haven't told a lot of people. It's just we started a channel, put it out there, got rolling on it, and people have kind of learned about it over time.
Yeah, we kind of thought that maybe, people would find out if they saw one of our videos that was promoted or, recommended or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. We just do our thing.
Right. Some of the kids are very interested and go in and watch, and some of the kids know and could care less, and some of the kids don't know, I think, and it's not really interesting to them. But of our friends, we have a couple of friends that watch us, pretty regularly, but most of our subscribers are strangers. And so how did we get them? We really made an effort to work on Instagram at the same time we were working on YouTube. And so I dedicated a lot of time into seeking out other people that were similar to us, other food YouTubers, other YouTubers in general, people from our state or from our area. I try to think about, okay, who would want to watch us if you're interested in food or you're from Iowa or whatever.
Right.
And so then I started researching those tags and stuff on Instagram, trying to drive traffic to YouTube. And other than that, it's been pretty organic. If there's a magic pill that you can take and get monetized, you let me know. But it's just hard work. And in the beginning, it was very painstaking, like to get a subscriber.
Right.
For we would go a month and get 1 or 2. The last month since we've been putting things up regularly has been the biggest month ever.
Yeah, and we've got like more videos out now, so I think that's part of it too.
Yeah, I think you get to a certain threshold and you just naturally get more people, but I also feel like the what do you call it, like the routine of posting frequently really does help.
Yeah, absolutely. We like you guys that watch. We like our supporters. We love the comments and stuff. I mean, this isn't anything that we're making money on. This is just stuff for us to have fun.
Right, and
it's a nice hobby for us. So.
Right, and we go back and watch our videos sometimes,
and laugh.
either laugh at us or laugh with us. It depends on the video. But we have those memories forever. And so if we never get monetized, cool. We have all these videos and we'll say, hey, remember when we used to do YouTube and we have, 4,000 videos or 200 videos or whatever it is to go back and look at. So, but definitely we intend to get monetized. That's a goal. Are we going to live off of YouTube? That's another thing. Probably not. But do we want to get monetized? Yes.
Yeah.
And so we have a whole another video coming out of what our goals are. What we want to accomplish for next year, what we're going to change as far as what we've been doing, what we want to see in the future. And I hope that if you are a new or small YouTuber, or any YouTuber for that matter, if you have a similar video, if you would let us know in the comments so we can check you out, see what you've learned, or just leave a note in the comments.
Right.
The algorithm is no joke, right?
Right.
Just when you think you're doing everything right, you can watch every video in the world on what to do and how to get subscribers and all of that. It can be a chore.
Yeah.
And then when it starts to click, it's really fun, right? We'll wake up and look and say, oh, we got, 3 new people overnight or whatever it is, and it's fun.
Yeah, that's fun for us, What do you think about the algorithm? Like, what do you do as part of your process to kind of keep things current or wake it up or?
Well, generally when I put a video up, I tag it. I try to get it up as quickly as possible, right? We've already filmed it. We've already invested the time. So I get it up as quickly as possible. Make a thumbnail. And I didn't mention, I don't think, I use Canva for making thumbnails. Generally, we take a thumbnail picture at the beginning of our video. Before we start, whatever. And then we screenshot those, and then John will email me those pictures, and then I use Canva, which is free software. There's a paid version, but we use the free version. Mm-hmm. And what was your question? Oh, so I get the thumbnail up, I do an end card right away, end screen right away, and I tag it whatever comes to mind off the top of my head, and a title, and then go. And then generally what happens over the next week, 2 weeks, months, however long, I'll keep going back through our videos and making sure that every tag I can possibly think of, and sometimes I'll have a little list. If it's a food video, do I say food, foodie, eat, eating, mukbang? You know what I mean? I have a list of all the different tags that I will use and make sure that they are all in every video. And then, of course, the ones that are unique to each individual video. And I will add it to a playlist. We have learned that sometimes adding it to a playlist later and going back in, like not doing it right away and adding it to a playlist later can help. This week, I went in and made sure that I added some playlists. So, for example, we might have a Taco Bell trying a new whatever video, and I put it in the trying new products playlist. I made a new playlist called fast food, so I make sure it's in both of them. I also went in and wrote a little ditty in each of the descriptions for the playlist. I'm just always like messing around and manipulating it, changing the words in a title, adding tags or adding cards or whatever. Sometimes I will change. Another thing I do frequently is I change the video that's recommended. So this is something on my chore list for next week is making sure that Christmas videos are not recommended, that I'm recommending other things.
Right.
So anyway, that's what I do.
Okay. Is there anything that you think about with the titles of the videos that you think helps things out? Or what did you learn in the past year?
I've been told, I have no idea if it's correct, but I've been told to keep them short-ish, put in keywords in your titles, and definitely hashtag after the titles, 3, right?
Yeah.
All capitals is what I was told to do. I don't know. What else do I do?
Like on our snack crate videos, have you learned to change the titles around so that it creates more buzz, I guess? Or?
Yeah, we've had, at first we said we tried snack crate or something like that.
Right.
And as soon as I changed it to Americans try British snacks or whatever, and I used those kind of titles, I went into other snack crate videos, for example, and saw what their titles were.
Yeah.
So if you're doing whatever kind of videos you're doing, cooking videos or whatever it is, or keto videos or whatever.
Gardening or...
Right. I go in and I look at other videos and I never borrow their title exactly.
Right.
But if there's a key word or phrase, that whole, I was like, yeah, everybody puts Americans trying whatever on international food. I did, as an experiment, try it on something that wasn't international. I just said Americans try, it's our Hostess Snack Crate video. Hostess snack cake video, not snack crate. So I said Americans try new Hostess snack cakes or something like that. And it didn't help at all.
Yeah.
I just did it as a trial. And there's no harm in that, right? You can go back in and change the title.
Yeah.
So basically just play around with it all the time.
Yeah.
And then I keep track of how many views we have and look, I added these keywords and it went up or whatever.
Yep.
I don't know.
Okay.
And I think things happen naturally, too. The more subs you get, the more views you get, the more watch time you get.
Right.
So, anyway.
Yeah, hopefully as our videos grow, we're just going to continue to grow.
Right. So, like I said, please check out our other video, which is what our goals are for YouTube in the coming year. Lots of big things, lots of different things.
Right.
But also more of the same.
Yeah, I think we've got our base of like trying new things, trying international foods and, different stuff like that. That's always going to be there.
I think we're going to try different things though, just not always food.
Right.
Gadgets and other stuff too.
Yeah.
And completely other different content. But
right.
Anyway, you'll see in that video. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, over there we're Love and Junk with no D, LOVEANJUNK. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We put out new stuff all the time. Hopefully we can keep this pace up.
Yeah.
And make sure you hit the little bell so you can be notified when those new videos do go up.
Yeah, and it's very, one thing that we've learned in this past year is whenever you say about the little bell, you have to add that ding at the end. That just makes things explode with views.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's the key to all of the subs that we've got recently. Is
that's what
John
it is.
Saying ding.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And now, if you like being a YouTuber, or
You know you do.
if you're glad that 2019 is over, or you're excited for
You know you are.
2020,
Yep.
or you like us, or want to show your support, give this video a big thumbs up. And please, 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 like I said, do comment below. Let us know that you're here. Let us know where your channel is. We love to subscribe and support other channels, and we will. We'll go check you out. So make sure you tell us about you in the comments.
Right. And if you have any questions about our struggles in our first year of YouTube, write it down below.
Or, my goodness, if you know way more than we do, which is pretty much anybody, leave that stuff in the comments too.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
And I guess that's all we have for today.
That's it, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.